Hey, what's up? Simon Kelly here. In this video, what I'm going to do is walk you through a marketing model that I've put together to help you identify issues with your marketing, where you might be able to overcome some obstacles and also some opportunities for growth. So you can kind of self-assess like where you're strongest and where you're weakest in order to improve your overall marketing and grow your business. So you'll see in the center of this model, this is called an in-demand expert. Now, this is where all of the pieces fit from the outside with attract, convert, deliver, and amplify. Now, if you're familiar with marketing, especially with marketing funnels, you'll probably recognize that this is modeled in some way from a marketing funnel, starting at the top with attract, which is about getting your ideal clients, your ideal customers, getting their attention and then being attractive to them. So not shouting so much to like get the message, like advertising everywhere, but being attractive, like providing value so that they come to you. HubSpot call this inbound marketing. And you can see at the top of the attract side of things, I've got three areas to self-assess and three areas to improve that I think are important to attract. So first of all, we've got increase reach. This is about reaching your ideal clients and customers where they are. You want to find out where they are and then reach them with your message, reach them with the value that you're offering them. Become valuable by showing how much value you have to offer so they become attracted to you. So you want to be able to reach the ideal market that you want to work with. And there's no use really reaching them and having them paying attention to you if they're not actually going to take any kind of action. This is where you need to have some level of authority. So establish authority is the next part. So not just heard, but actually listened to. So if they see you as an expert, they see you as an authority, they're more likely to take the actions that you want them to take. Which leads us to the next part, which is filling your funnel. So this is having a queue of ideal clients that are lining up to work with you. So you can kind of pick and choose which ones that you want to work with. So the purpose overall of marketing is to generate leads. So if your funnel is not full of people every day, every week wanting to book in with you, your email database should be growing, your list of potential clients to work with. These assets should be growing every day. So you want to make sure that your marketing is filling up your funnel. All right, so that's the overall attract side of things. When you have these three areas within attract working really, really well, then you're going to be attractive. You're going to be filling that funnel. You're going to be seen as an authority and you're going to reach a lot of your ideal clients. So then moving over to the convert side of things. Now, convert is essentially sales. If you are put off in any way by sales, then it's not about any sleazy kind of sales or anything like that. This is authentic sales. This is sales in the way that feels good to you. And if you have something of value to offer your clients, then you're kind of doing your clients a disservice by not selling to them and not providing that value to them, not solving their problems and helping them achieve what they want to achieve. So just want to kind of provide that frame of which to talk about sales and conversions from. Providing value, I'm all for that. Taking advantage of people, not down for that at all. So if you have something to provide and you can solve problems, then it's kind of your duty to get out there and go and solve those problems. I've got three parts to this that I think are important. So first of all is influence. So being able to influence your ideal clients, the people that are in your funnel, to take action. I've seen so much on people's website copy or in their social media posts or emails where they're just dry, they're not influential, they don't inspire people to take action because there's not enough content and it's not very good content. On the flip side of it, see people put way too much content and they try to over-explain everything and it's just not particularly appealing. They could be talking about the exact same thing. And an example comes to mind is the iPod. You talk about the features of an iPod, saying like, however many RAM, 512 megabytes or gigabytes of memory, so you can store heaps of songs, or you could say thousands of songs in your pocket. It's talking about the same thing, really, but just one is a bit more influential and a bit more desirable than the other. So that's what I mean when I talk about applying influence. There are other factors as well to do with establishing your authority and trust, but we'll get into that another time. The next part is activate audience. Another thing that I see with a lot of people's marketing, let me just zoom in here, is not making it easy for your clients and customers to actually engage with you. It's usually a big barrier between someone who's interested and they're kind of browsing your website or your social media and then just don't know what to do next. The barrier of entry is usually like book a call, get in touch, or something like that isn't particularly appealing to your ideal clients. It's a big step as well because it's kind of like opening the door to be sold to. So with activating the audience, it's having an irresistible offer that has a low barrier of entry. This may be paid for, or this might be free in exchange for contact details. It depends on your marketing and how things go with that, but and like how detailed and specific the step needs to be before the bigger engagement. I kind of think of this like crossing a river. You've got stepping. It's a lot easier to cross the river when there's stepping stones along the river instead of just needing to make this big leap of faith that you're going to be able to jump the whole thing. And now the third part in convert is accelerate flow. So once someone has engaged and you've activated them, they've taken that small irresistible offer, accelerating that flow to become a client, an ongoing relationship with them. I see a lot, especially with service-based businesses, that when they're serving a small client base and it's very one-to-one focused, that they sometimes are not particularly good at moving clients along the sales cycle to the next thing and upselling them and helping to solve additional problems for them, putting more offers in front of them and really giving them the complete treatment, the works of the offers that you've got in order to solve their problems. So being able to put various things, usually technology related, in place to accelerate that flow to help your clients expand what they're purchasing from you. It helps a lot with sales to accelerate things and means it's not so reliant on the business owner or sales team to remember to take all the steps. All right, so now moving into the delivery side of things. Now, with service providers and e-commerce stores, delivery it can be a massive bottleneck, depending on the model that you've got and the way that you've got your technology set up. So moving down, I'll go from this side. Simplify tech to start with. See, a lot of businesses using technology, as you should, with the technology that's available, but making it very, very complex, or signing up to all the things and then trying to like sticky tape them together so they work, which does not accelerate the flow. It actually creates a lot of complexity and a lot of confusion for many people's teams, and a lot of confusion for your clients as they're going from one tool to another, and that you've got to remember how all these pieces fit together. The data has to move from the booking system into the CRM, and then how do we know when this job is and how do we manage this? There's so many tasks and templates, and how does this all work together? So really simplifying the tech down to the minimum viable that you need and making sure that it's working optimally for you. The next part of this is automating education. Definitely a big problem I see when service providers are taking on new clients is that they do the sales process and maybe send a proposal and get that signed off and then kind of breathe a sigh of relief because of all that work they've done. But now it's time to actually deliver, and they've got to provide some level of education and onboarding and let the client know about how they work together, what kind of the rules of the game are. They say very similar things to every client, but they do it on a one-on-one basis without any leverage, without automating this kind of education. But it's not just onboarding, it's also educating about the service that you're providing, the expectations in the future, and adding value to the clients. There may be things that they don't know about that having some education would really empower them and give them a great experience. One thing that comes to mind is with SEO, like search engine optimization. A lot of people don't know what that is and how it works. So providing some level of education for my clients when they sign up for SEO, so they feel empowered and not like they're potentially going to get taken advantage of or the wool pulled over their eyes. Just really opening up to my clients to further deepen that trust and connection as we start working together. And then over to refining the model. So I've talked about this a couple of times. Serving your clients one-to-one is great, but you're really limited by the amount of hours that you've got in your week and to how much you can earn. So you can either work more, charge more, or hire some people and have them deliver for you. And these are all the variables that you can work with, which is fine, but it doesn't have a lot of leverage in it. So you can look at your model and the different offers and what I like to call an offer ladder. So you've got various things at various price points with various types of leverage. It might be one-to-one, it might be one-to-many, or it might be digital products that you can sell that don't require you at all. These all can really help to supplement your revenue, so it's not just the revenue roller coaster. All right, so that's the delivery side of things. And now moving to the Amplify. This is where a lot of people really like to start, is really getting their message out there as much as possible. Now, this is great if increased reach is important, but if you're not able to convert, I like to say if you're not able to convert organically, which is like face-to-face or in a group actually talking with people, it's very hard to just run ads to something just to see what works, unless you have very, very deep pockets. So on the Amplify side of things, we've got multiply traffic. Now this is running ads, this is SEO, these are ways to be able to get your message out there, expand them exponentially. So with those things, you can get results fast and there's high level of longevity. The next part is develop intelligence. So these are things like dashboards or scoreboards so that you know which part of your funnel, which part of your marketing is working. Are your social media posts getting results? Are they getting likes and shares? But are they also getting people that are clicking through and engaging with your offers? And when people visit your website, what's your conversion rate? What's your traffic like over time? Are the actions that you're taking actually leading to results? And can you see that and measure that? See the trends over time? All right. And the next part is leverage systems. This is being able to leverage people and product and processes in order to scale the offers that you've got. So being consistent. One of the number one killers of small businesses is not being standardized, is inconsistency. So having systems that create a level of consistency that mean that customers can rely on the way that you do things, because you do things in a consistent, standardized way. It really builds trust, and you can use systems and technology in order to help you deliver things consistently. All right, so that's the overall model, and you can see the way that these areas align with each other, where there's the crossover. So where we've got attract and convert, that helps to build authority. So you're attracting people in and you're able to convert them so that they'll have some level of seeing you as an authority because they're believing what you say and they're taking action. And if you're converting people and delivering on what you promised, then there's going to be a high level of trust. And if you can deliver what you offer, deliver on the promise, and you can do it in a scalable way, then you're going to have a lot of leverage. If you're amplifying your message, like multiplying traffic and able to be more scalable in that way, and you're attracting your ideal clients, then you're going to get a lot of attention. So with attention, authority, trust, and leverage, that's a pretty powerful system, not just for your marketing, but for your whole business. And you can be much more seen and much more capable of being an in-demand expert. All right, so that's the overall model. I'd love to know what you think. Where are you strongest? Where do you think you could experience the most growth? Love to know in the comments. And if you'd like to talk more about this or how I might be able to help you, just click a button that will be near this video and get in touch. All right, thanks.